Hey guys, I'm back. I need to find something to say to you lot because I can't keep. Trust me, I take 5 minutes just to say hi because I'm so awkward. I need to have something that I say because I feel like hey guys I don't know. Is hey guys alright? Is that cool? I don't know. But anyways, hey guys. I'm just gonna say that for now because it just rolls off the tongue. But anyways, yeah, back again as I said already. As you guys can see in the title, I'm gonna be having a very open, honest, and deep conversation with you guys. I need the info, but it's okay. So yeah, let's just dig right into it because I know I said I was gonna make the last video 12 minutes. So let's try again, let's keep trying till we get there. So let's try and make this 12 minutes, yeah, okay? So I'm just gonna say three of the biggest things that marriage made me understand. I already knew these things, but if there's anything you don't understand in the Bible about Jesus, about God, about faith, go and seek knowledge and wisdom on it, because it's two different things. Not doing something because you're just told not to because the Bible says not to, and then not doing it because you actually have your own revelation of it and you actually understand why he's instructed us not to do this. This is one of these moments for me because, as I said, I knew these things, but now that I understand, it's really helped me to shift my perspective on how I view my marriage, and just help me to just to have a just to do marriage better. Yeah. Okay, so number one is it made me really deep and understand that hear me out, yeah, because this might sound silly, but bro, I thought myself that I knew this and I was like, yeah, duh, whatever. But until I actually went through or got married, that's when I really deeped okay, it's true. I get it because I understand and I've lived it and I've come out the other end to realize, yeah, it is true. But anyways, the first point is there's no relationship that is better, gonna be better, could be better, would be better, is better for you than the relationship between you and God. And when I tell you, oh, I just feel the spirit right now because it's just who being in this marriage, God has just he's just shown up for me, shown himself to me, shown me his grace, his mercy, his love, his forgiveness, his over and over and over and over again, and just to such an extent that Cleon could never, he could never. And because he was my husband, I expected him to just, once we sealed the deal, to just for a switch to just flick and him be like, okay, yeah, pattern, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm just gonna be perfect husband. But yeah, because I had just such high expectations, when he would not meet them because he's human and learning and growing and he's gonna make mistakes, it would crush me, bruh, and I'd be so confused. I'll be and it would hurt. But then where Cleon fell short, God always came to fill in. And I was like, bruh, why am I looking to Cleon to be my ride or die, which is fine, by the way, but why am I looking to Cleon to be my ride or die over the Lord? Or why are my expectations for Cleon higher than my expectations for God? Or why am I going to Cleon first instead of God? Or why am I so distraught when Cleon lets me down, And I had to just really check myself and be babe, are you not seeing you have a human here? Yeah, he's imperfect just like you, born into sin. He's never gonna get it 100% completely right. Even listen, yeah, even if your man has everything for you, everything that you want, he just he's just perfect to you, he's gonna fall short once or twice at least in his life. But yeah, you have a human here. Why are you expecting him to be, of course to be like Christ, but I was literally expecting him to be Christ when only Christ can be Christ. You know what I mean? So I had to just take a step back and be whoa, Ebony, who's had you every time you were down without fail? God, who has listened to you in your times of need, not judged you, not made you feel silly for how you feel, or made you feel like, or told you like the harsh truth, or giving you tough love, knowing you don't take well to that. God, who was there for you the nights you cried, every single night you cried? God, who was someone that you could lean on and depend on, and that he'll never steer you wrong? God, who was something, like the list goes on. Like, it was always God. Not to say Cleon wouldn't do these things, but not always like God would, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just had to stop putting these expectations on Cleon, because as I said, he's human, you know? And he doesn't know what I need as well as the Lord does. He's not able to give me what I want as well as the Lord can. Like, he's not able to love me the way that the Lord can. So yeah, it really made me deep, like, raw, like, it really humbled me and made me realize God's character, and to actually hold him to that standard that he is, and to not keep looking to Cleon to hold that standard of love that only God can give. So yeah, that was number one. And since I like really deep that me and God have just like, oh, like, you see my God, yeah, you see my God, like, I could cry right now. Like, there is no one like my God, bruv. Like, oh, I can't even explain it. He like, imagine your dream man times a billion, bruv. Like, what you would dream in your dream man, like your dream perfect man, God is a billion times more, like, literally. But yeah, it's mad. Happy that I realized that one, because I was just mashing myself up, like, just everyday disappointment, everyday crying, like, because Cleon can't do the mad thing that, you know, I shouldn't even expect him to anyways. But yeah. Okay, the second thing I realized and really understood is that God's actual will for us is to be like him, to be like Christ. Like, we may have like different callings, same purpose, but different callings, and, you know, different things like God like builds within us or whatever. But his actual like will for our lives is for us to be like Christ. And bro, I really deep this, because like, the way this marriage is building me, like changing me, growing me, and just like creating me into such a Christ-like woman. Like, I'm not there yet, I'll hold my hands up, but bro, the humility I've been building, the sacrificial unconditional love I've been building, the like, bro, I've had to drop my pride 100 times over. I've had to choose Cleon first 100 times over. I've had to overlook offense 100 times over, bro. Like, and it's all because every time God's telling me to, like, and it's like, careful what you pray for too. That's so true, because it's like, sometimes I'm thinking, bro, like, God, is the testing, like, is there gonna be a stop to it? But I'm praying to be patient, and I'm praying to be a woman of God, and I'm praying for all this stuff. So I have to, you know, not be acting confused when all these trials and tribulations are licking me, because they're creating me to the person I'm praying to be, and that God has created me to be. But bro, the way like it's so mad, like, it's so opposite to the world, like so backwards to what the world and society is teaching us how we should be. Like, it's just so mad, like the things God is making me do or making me not do, or the things he's holding my tongue, or the things he's telling me to allow to slide. Or, I'm not trying to make it seem like Cleon's some mad, like, nasty person, but because he's not. But bro, it's actually his will for us to be like Christ, because the way I have to turn the other cheek, and the way I have to take, like, not abuse, but the, like, bro, I don't know anyone who acts the way the Lord tells me to act but Christ himself. I've never come across anyone in this lifetime who like acts in this manner. Like, it's just so righteous and godly, and like it's hard, bruv. Like, it's so hard sometimes. It's so hard, but he's literally, you know, trying to mold me into someone who is like Christ. And it's every day, every minute, every hour, do you know what I mean? Like, there's always a way where I can have opportunity to practice being Christ-like in my marriage. But yeah, that may seem like an obvious one, but I just really, really deeped it in my marriage because of like the way God would be telling me to behave or act or react to like certain things. But yeah. And then number 3 is that no one will ever be good enough. Like, literally no one. And I'm not trying to say no one will be good for you, or you won't find someone who's like enough that you're willing to, like, you know, marry. But no one will ever be good enough. I feel like the only person in life who's good enough is obviously the Lord. Like, as I was saying in my first point, we're all flawed humans. We're all going to make mistakes. Like, none of us are going to be perfect. It's unfair to hold each other to these standards, but because none of us are going to be good enough, it's just so important that we learn and practice and teach unconditional love. Like, you have to love unconditionally, otherwise like the marriage is just gonna flop, bro, because you have to love no matter what. Because as I said, we're never gonna get it right 100% of the time. Like, there could be something that Cleon hates me doing, but I just been so used to doing it my whole life, and it's never been a problem, and now it's a problem. But say, cool, okay, I stopped for like 6 months, and then like it's going good, like things are fine, he hasn't been complaining about it anymore because I've stopped. Then I forget and I just go back to doing it by accident. And because it's been such a long time that I haven't been doing it, it burns him even more. Then it sets him back like 100 paces, or it just like it's just the mad thing, like when I do it again. But it's because I'm not good enough, bruv. Like, in our flesh, we're not good enough. So he has to love me unconditionally. Like, he can't just, dead the marriage now, you've gone back and made that mistake or gone back to your old ways. Like, no, you have to love regardless of how the person is, unconditionally, or like, it's never gonna work. I'm telling you, I promise you, yeah, your husband or wife is bound to do something you hate in the marriage. Like, you hate, and maybe you want to leave them for. But you can't. It's the whole point of marriage. Like, you love because you're married. Do you get it? Like, love is the natural response to your spouse. Like, I'm married to you now, I have to love you no matter what. Like, this is how it was in Old Testament times as well. Like, these men were having arranged marriages, but because they were married, they chose to love. Like, it wasn't a thing like, oh no, I don't want to marry you, I don't love you, because of course there was bare times these girls were probably like, oh, I don't want to marry him, Lord. Like, oh, he's not even attractive, or I don't like this, or he does that and it annoys me. But they understood back then that love is a response to marriage. So, you know, over time, you know, when you're loving someone unconditionally, then it just becomes like your natural second nature response, and the love becomes a real and beautiful and genuine love for that person. So yeah, no one's ever going to be good enough. You just have to find someone, as I've said in a previous video, I forgot to have that, but you just have to find someone you're willing to love unconditionally, because we're all going to make mistakes, we're all going to do it, you know, no matter how with God we are, otherwise we wouldn't need God. But yeah, so those are the top three things that I've learned so far in my 5 months of marriage. Gonna be half a year on Valentine's Day. I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day, but you know, you can wish me a half year anniversary if you want. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, no, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this is 12 minutes. I pray I can make this 12 minutes, because I just need to learn to get to the point, because I have a problem with that. But yeah, I hope you guys could learn something from this, or that this was of interest to you or helped you in any way. But yeah, thanks for tuning in again. Love you all, and thank you so much. I keep spitting the lip gloss. I don't know if you can see, but if you can see, sorry. But anyways, thank you so much for all the love on the last video. I don't think I was gonna get that many views. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, let me know what videos you want to see and I'll get them done for you. Yeah, hope you're all blessed, and yeah, I love you. Bye.